Jai Hind. Today we are going to talk about the Battle of Garibpur, the battle that shook the backs of the Pakistani 107 Infantry Brigade. It was here where one battalion of the Indian Army, alongside just a squadron of Indian tanks, had destroyed an entire infantry brigade's power to launch counteroffensives against a further Indian advance into Bangladesh. In the Battle of Garibpur, 14 Punjab Nabha Akal infantry was one of the leading units. First thing that they did was to cross the Cavalry River on the 20 to 21st of November at night time, especially, yes. So alongside them was the 102nd Engineering Regiment, and they were promised artillery support. They did have a Topkhana as well, and the C Squadron of the 45 Cavalry, Veer Bhogya Vasundhara. On the 20th of November, Major Vishwanathan from the 14 Punjab led a platoon. He led the platoon deep inside Garibpur and started engaging some of the Pakistani patrols that were there. The first thing that happened was that the Pakistanis got alerted from this. Even when the 14 Punjab came in and took the defensive positions inside Garibpur, they realized that an Indian infantry unit was there. They were coming. The 14 Punjab knew about that, and on the foggy morning of 21st to 22nd of November, I would say at 5 or 6 a.m., the C Squadron of the 45 Cavalry, the PT-76 tanks, popularly known as the Pipas, started coming in. Of course, an entire Pakistani infantry brigade was coming, so they did outmatch the 14 Punjab. The 14 Punjab started inflicting massive casualties on them. They were in a defensive position, and as the tanks joined in, they started scattering the Pakistanis to hell. But it was for the first time that C Company, that did have an RCM detachment, spotted Pakistani tanks as well. These were M24 Shafi tanks from the 3rd Independent Armored Squadron. The C Squadron of the 45 Cavalry started engaging these tanks, including the 14 Punjab infantry. Eventually what happened is that by that morning itself, by 8:30 a.m., the entire attacking Pakistani infantry brigade, the 107 Infantry Brigade, started pulling back. By that time, they already had about 180 casualties, and including many dead and wounded, and many were captured. Meanwhile, the tanks of the 45 Cavalry, the C Squadron, inflicted massive damage on the enemy infantry as well as on the enemy tanks. The entire 3rd Independent Armored Squadron was wiped out. All of those M24 Shafi tanks were either destroyed or captured. Actually, 3 were captured, 11 were destroyed. Yes. Unfortunately, even this battle costed us a lot. Major Daljit Singh Narang, the commander of the C Squadron of 45 Cavalry, was killed in action. But before dying, he took out 2 Pakistani tanks. Also, the 14 Punjab had 30 casualties. But it should be known that victory, a sweet victory, yes, it does come at a price. For the liberation of Bangladesh, 14 Punjab performed exceptionally with their casualties, but the gallantry they had shown in that battle alongside the C Squadron earned them 2 Mahavir Chakras. It was the leadership of Lieutenant Colonel Rajkumar Singh, the commander of the 14 Punjab, that had led the battalion to such an excellent victory. This assault destroyed the 107 Infantry Brigade's capability to launch further assaults on the advancing Indian infantry. Also, Yeah, I should tell you that the Mukti Bahini was in full support of the 14th Punjab. This led to the 107 Infantry Brigade to retreat towards Jasor. Jasor was much deeper inside Bangladesh. The 107 Infantry Brigade fled from Jasor towards Khulna, and that is another story to be told another day. As of now, signing off. Thank you for listening.